Welcome back to the Mad Spiderverse. I'm Mad Spidey, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Today is going to be another one of my artist series. Now, if you've never seen any of these episodes before, my artist series is basically me highlighting a piece or multiple pieces from one particular artist that I own in my original art comic collection or comic original art collection. I've amassed quite a collection over the years. Obviously, if you know me well enough, you know I've taken a back seat, gone on hiatus, may or may not go back to it at some point. But yeah, like as I said, pretty much highlight an artist that I have either one or multiple pieces from, and I will spotlight that particular original art for my viewers, subscribers, followers, fans, friends, whoever would like to watch. So yeah, today the artist in question is Rudy Vasquez, or Vasquez, sorry if I butchered that a little bit. Rudy, I actually discovered him in early 2013, so in my early stages of buying original art. He was repped by a comic art rep company called Serendipity Art Sales that was run by Jerry. I was good friends with Jerry long before I'd sort of got this piece, because he was the same, part of the same forums and things like that I was part of. For some reason, I think he may have given it away, because I have not seen anything from him in a long time, like many years. I know the Serendipity website has been taken down, but yeah, like it was good while it was lasting, because he had a decent stable of people. But I discovered Rudy on the Serendipity website, and also like on Facebook and things like that, because that was mainly Facebook back in those days. And he opened up a commission list, and I was like, I really loved his style. He doesn't have a lot of comic work under his belt. I think he'd only done maybe a dozen sort of really small independent comics. But in saying that, still dug the style, really loved his art. He'd done plenty of commissions for people. I'd seen a lot on Comic Art Fans and some of the forum sites and things like that, and I was like, he's opened up a commission list, I'm just going to jump on it. So I contacted Jerry and said, look, can I get on the list? He goes, you've got in after the cutoff, because the list was already full what he'd done, but he goes, look, I know you well enough, I'll just put you at the end of the list. And I'm like, yep, that's fine. I'm quite happy to do that. So this was around mid to late 2013. Rudy had actually flown through the list pretty quick, and he'd actually started my piece, I think, just before Christmas. And then I found that, I think it was about February, March. I think it might have been February in 2014. I'd seen that he'd posted the piece. I'm like, is that mine? He said, yep, that's your piece. Awesome, it's finished. I did get to see the pencils via email, even though generally I don't like to see stuff before I physically get it, because I want to be surprised. But I did happen to, get the pencils, was emailed to me, and I was loving it. I think it was more the fact of see the composition and that I really liked. But yeah, so the piece was finished, about February 2014. I received it, I think, mid to late April the following year. So only about a 6-month turnaround time. I've said it before and I'll say it again. 6 months in the original art game, especially commissions, is nothing. Like I've told horror stories, I've heard a lot of horror stories, but 6 months is nothing at all, especially when you're at the bottom of the list too. So that is actually really good. So realistically, from start to finish, it was only probably 2 months or 3 months from him actually starting it, for me getting it physically in my hand. So it's not actually as bad as you think it is. But I did decide, I'm like, he's given the 11x17 option. That's what I do prefer to go for. Pencil and ink, 2 characters with background, because it worked out that, getting 1 character with background and then just getting an additional character wasn't actually that much more. So I'm like, why not? Let's get 2 characters. So you will see, and you'll be like, okay, he's chosen Spider-Man, even though was my early days. And as I've said, my early days, I generally picked a character that the artist was known for, but because Rudy had only done, you know, minimal sort of work, or he'd only done stuff for independent, he hasn't actually done anything for Marvel. I'm like, I'll just stick to my classic Spider-Man. I'm like, I need a villain I haven't had done before. And I actually picked Puma. So something a bit different from, you know, your standard Sinister Six stuff and Venom and Carnage, like a lot of people tend to get if they get a versus piece. So yeah, I got Spider-Man versus Puma, and here is the piece. So super cool. It's got a very traditional style, but a very dynamic style at the same time. I love the way he used like the heavy inks for shading and things like that, but still went sort of very fine line inking for some of the like the background, things like that, and the web, like a little bit of webbing and things like that. So super cool. I'll give you a bit of a closer look. And as you can see, there's just hidden in the background there. That's Rudy's signature right there. Yeah, so as I said, like very cool, very dynamic style, but very traditional in the same aspect. Absolutely love this piece. It's a pity Rudy never got any further. Actually, I think he ended up going into marketing. I know he'd done some marketing work for like Nokia and Amazon and some of the, like some real big companies. But yeah, I think he ended up giving up on the comic artist dream, or nightmare for some people. But yeah, the comic artist dream, and decided to go into marketing as well. So he can still do his art and things like that, but more on a marketing scale than a comic book scale. But yeah, super happy to own that. Absolutely love the piece. It was a great experience. Like, Jerry was fantastic. Even, you know, started getting in contact with Rudy. He was asking me questions and things like that, and just general chit chat and that. Absolutely both excellent top blokes. Never had a problem with either of them. Absolutely fantastic experience. As I said, bit of a shame Jerry sort of packed it up, as far as I know. Like, he might still be going on a smaller scale, but as far as I know, he's not doing art sales or art repping anymore. You know, which is a shame, because he's, you know, I got on like a house on fire with Jerry. But yeah, if you do happen to see, you know, Rudy, you know, if he does start doing art again and things like that, you know, just show him some love and things like that, because like, yeah, as I said, fantastic artist, great style, absolutely love it. So anyway, that'll do for this particular episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Do all the usual YouTube stuff. Leave a comment down below if you want to. Hit the thumbs up, because apparently it helps the algorithm. I keep saying that. People keep telling me that. I don't know whether it does anything or not. My subs aren't going anywhere. My views aren't going up any higher. So, but yeah, hit the thumbs up if you could anyway. That'd be great. But most of all, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. That's why we do it. Well, part of the reason why we do it. You know, so anyway, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and Spidey out.